Amitabh Kant now joining us, CEO Niti Aayog. We also have it as Dr. Arvind Panagriya, and of course a range of guests out here, and with not too much time left, I think we need to go really, really fast there. Amitabh, your take on this and some of the measures that were announced again on new technologies, and they're saying that they want to push and advancing new technologies and bringing them in, encouraging startups as well, employment. What would be your major takeaways from this?
Vikram, I find the budget quite a game changer for the simple reason that it brings social sector center stage. I mean, the emphasis laid on health and education, to my mind, is path-breaking. I was listening to some of the comments made by Mr. Amit Mitra. The scheme for, under Ayushman Bharat, the scheme for health insurance has been really thought through. I mean, Niti has done very extensive work with the Health Ministry on this. It's been extensively detailed out. It's a 60-40 scheme. We've envisaged a utilization rate of about 2.75%. It envisages a premium of about 1,100 per family. And our take on this was that it would require, for about 50 crore people, about 10 crore families, it would require roughly about 5,500 to 6,000 crores. We've done a very, very detailed, extensive work on this.
Right. I thought just to try and understand those numbers a bit further, you're saying 1,100 per family is what it's going to actually work out to per year?
Yeah, the premium. You know, Vikram, what happens? What happens is that you really, you know, once you do it to such a vast number of people, you're bringing down, you know, the model, whether it will be an insurance company or a trust, those detailings have to be done out. But when you do it to such a large number, you're bringing down rates very, very substantially. And essentially what will happen as a consequence of this is that firstly you are empowering the citizen. So I'll have a health card which will enable me, it'll be a paperless, cashless transaction. And it'll enable me to go to the best facility. It'll enable, you know, I mean, look at the insurance scheme in Kerala, for instance, where actually 68% of the utilization is for government hospitals, because government hospitals radically improved as a consequence of the implementation of the insurance scheme. So my view is it'll put a lot of onus on government hospital, and when you couple that up with the 1.5 lakh wellness and health centers, you will put the onus of primary health care on government machinery. And government, to my mind, should be solely responsible for primary health care. Because in India, we have about 8 crore people who go down the poverty line simply because they are not able to pay for tertiary care. So this is really a path-breaking scheme. And this focus on health and education together makes it a transformational budget.
Amitabh Kant, you're one of the finest minds in this government, and all of us in the tech sector have nothing but respect for you, and you're generally unbiased. However, isn't it, you say everything has been detailed and checked and understood about this healthcare policy. Nothing's in the budget. And we are told now it'll take another 6 months to work out the contours of this. Why couldn't the last 6 months be used? Why couldn't you come out with a full documentation of what this policy is? You come with this figure, and I know this is not your area, and I'll come to smart cities in a while, and I need to understand why they're not doing better than they are. But I just feel to say it's going to take another 6 months, then why announce it? You had the last whole year to come out with it, come out with the details, come out with it. I have talked to 5 insurance companies, and they say 1,100 premium, even at this huge scale, will give you appallingly poor quality healthcare. So it's going to be more, but it's still worth it. But come out with a full detail. Here's the plan. Another 6 months. Will it be 6 months? Could be 9 months. Could be 1 year. Aren't you disappointed that it's not there as a package for us to see? So Pranoy, I think in the budget speech, all the detailing needn't be spelled out. I think patience is a virtue. Just wait for a while. I've got the entire budget documentation.
But let me tell you. No, I don't think specific details of that particular scheme need be given out at this stage. A lot of detailing needs to be done with the state governments. It is a 60-40 scheme. We need to take the state governments on board. But it is in many ways a paradigm. It will make a paradigm shift. And in over a period of time, it will ensure that our expenditure for primary health care goes up substantially.
Right, right. Smart cities. I mean, I know it's a pet project. I love the concept too, but again, implementation, smart cities, implementation. Do you find it slow? It's a struggle for you because where is it happening? Tell us a bit about it because everybody thinks it's just not happening.
No, well, Pranoy, it is happening and it's happening in a big way. And let me tell you that both greenfield and brownfield smart cities are happening. Let me first tell you that, smart cities require detailed planning. They require a lot of master planning. We in India, great journalists expect everything to happen overnight. Cities don't happen overnight. The last great city made in the United Kingdom took 35 years to be done. So when you make smart cities, you are actually doing all the planning for trunk infrastructure, roads, the fiber network, the lighting network, all going underground. But in the Delhi-Mumbai corridor, there are 6 cities which are presently under implementation. Dholera, Shendra, Bidkin, all this are presently under implementation. So my suggestion is that in about a year's time, you will see 5 or 6 cities coming out. But on the brownfield city movement, I think we should allow a little more time, do detailed execution. We get into execution without detailed planning and detailed master planning, and it's important to allow a little more time for them. And my view is that smart cities is a big game changer again, right. But this would require a little more time.
I'm too young to
because the quality of implementation is very critical.
Implementation. That's what the voter is. Everywhere we go, they say.
That's right. That's right.
People, there's a lot of ideas, but it's not being implemented. Vikram.
Right, Amitabh, thank you so much for joining us.